Hi guys and welcome to U-Wrench. Today we're back working on the Grand Caravan fitted with the 3.6 V6 engine, 2008 right the way through to 2021. Same applies for the Chrysler Town Country. And in this particular video we're going to be showing you how to replace the idler pulley for your Serpentine Belt, aka your auxiliary drive belt. Let's get it done. So, working as per the Dodge workshop manual, before you do any work on any of the auxiliary drive belt components, first thing we need to do is to disconnect your negative battery terminal. So we need to remove the front right hand wheel. So let's get that done. So we now have this plastic cover here we need to get out of the way. This one's a little bit broken. You can see there's a little bolt up there. And we have a plastic trim clip through here. Another bolt just up in there. And there should be another clip there, but obviously that one is currently missing. So you need to get all four of those fixings removed. So these metal bolts, size 10. And these little trim tools, you just kind of got to leave them apart with the special tool here. That helps, but you can just kind of get a screwdriver or something under there and start manipulating it. But that's what you need to do. It's just like a little push-in plastic clip. I'm going to drop this cover down out of the way. So for us to be able to remove our idler pulley, of course we're going to have to remove the auxiliary drive belt, the Serpentine belt. So that's going to be our next stage. So before we get stuck in, let's take a quick look at the belt assembly here. So we've got our crank here coming off of that. This is our tensioner. You see the belt comes up over the top of our tensioner, comes around the power steering pump just there, goes over the top of the power steering pump, and tucked up under here, we'll get a shot of that for you in just a second, is the idler pulley just there, goes over the top of that and into this section here, over the top of the alternator pulley. Belt comes down, and here we have your aircon compressor, comes around the bottom of that, then it comes up from that and goes over the middle of our water pump just in here, over the top of that and back down to the crank. So to remove our old belt, what we need to do is get a standard 3/8 inch bit, and that can go straight into the top of the tensioner there. And what we're going to do is once that's in there, we're going to turn this, and this will start to release the pressure on the belt. Once it's released, we can start to unhook the belt off of the pulleys. It's always a good idea to take a quick look at the old belt, give it a bit of a squeeze and see if there are little cracks that are opening up. This one's actually pretty good. So now we have our belt out of the way, we've got access to the pulley, and we've got a bolt right in the middle there which is a size 13. So with our size 13 socket, just get that on the centre, and then we'll get this removed. Your old pulley complete with the bolt. When you first put this bolt in, you go, well, the whole thing's going to rattle around. How do I know it's in the correct position? And it's actually the bolt that's the key to this. You'll see as this rattles around, but as you get to the end, it naturally seats, so the center of this bolt is going to get this idler in exactly the right position as you can snug it up towards the end. So this is the hole we're aiming for on the water pump just here to install the new idler pulley. Now grab your torque wrench. You need to torque this up to 25 Newton meters. And so our next stage is to fit our brand new belt. Now just remember the correct routing of your auxiliary drive belt. It's actually very simple. It does go around the outside of everything. So once you've come up around the crank and over the top of the tensioner just here, it just goes around the outside. Now the only exception to that of going around the outside is when it comes back up from the AC, goes over the top of the water pump just here, and then back down to the crank. So that's the kind of the only exception. So once you're past this point here, it just goes around the outside of everything, and then you've got to remember to come up, and that's the only place that you break that kind of chain is between your AC and your crank there, and at that point you've got to go up and around your water pump. It's a good idea just to double check that your belts appear to be the correct size and length, and also double check that they've got the correct number of grooves. So I've gone ahead and I've routed the belt in the correct direction. For the tension, obviously we're going to have to release the tension on this belt, so we've got a little bit more space. So what I've done, the last one that I've left to be fitted right up here is the alternator pulley, which is actually the smallest one. So I've got kind of the smallest amount of space needed to get that belt fitted back on. So we're going to adjust the tensioner and hopefully hook this back up at the top here. Before you release the tension, just have a quick look on all of your pulleys. Make sure that belt is definitely seated correctly in the grooves. And if it looks correct, then slowly release the tension. Then just give it a couple more little pumps just to help seat that belt properly. So there we have it, your new idler is fitted and good to go. If this video has been helpful for you, can you just a quick favour before you leave us, please be sure to hit that like button for us, and please be sure to also subscribe. We've got loads more great DIY content on our channel waiting for you to check out. We appreciate it guys, we'll see you again.